What's up, everybody? It's LG Set, and this is Milk Road Degen for Tuesday, June 24th. The biggest airdrop that nobody is talking about is going to be Polymarket. After today, they announced or they didn't announce, it's rumored a $200 million raise at a $1 billion valuation, which is a fifth of Pump.Fund, which I think is massively undervalued. We're going to talk about all that, as well as the latest Virtuals launch. Is Virtuals totally cooked? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. And all the tokens that have bounced back since World War III has ended. Congrats, World War III, on your 72-hour run. It was a good one, a lot shorter than the other world wars. Before we get started, I want you to head over to YouTube and sign up for the Milk Road Degen YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. I don't know why this logo is a little blurry. We'll get that fixed. But Milk Road Degen YouTube, we are now streaming there. You can see yesterday's stream right here, Dip Survivor, so you can watch back all the shows as you please, including this one a little bit later on. And as usual, nothing on the show is financial advice. Okay, make your own decisions, guys. Make your own decisions. This is not, you shouldn't be doing any of this. Very quick, before we get into Polymarket, let's look at I don't know why we're looking at my profile. Let's look at yesterday's calls. Okay, I don't know if these were calls. The first two were calls, and the first one wasn't as good, but the second one was very good. So yesterday, the episode was 5 tokens that refuse to die, and we went through Bid, Useless, Labubu, Fartcoin, and Launchcoin, and respectively since that show. And this is, you could say this about most tokens in the market. So LG is by no means a savant, but none of these are down. I'll give you that much. I'll give myself that much. Respectively, these are up 10%, 50% on Useless, 30%, 12%, and 30% on Launchcoin. Launchcoin finding that bottom right just as estimated. Let's go down. Did we nail it down to the hour? Almost. Let's go hours. Would have been right about here yesterday, 86. So almost nailed that bottom. So you're watching the show and you're like, you know what? LG might be right about Launchcoin, even though I did give it an orange rating, orange alert, orange code for this one. Launchcoin bouncing back super hard, not as hard as Useless though. Useless hit like 150 million overnight, and last night it was, or yesterday afternoon, it was still sitting at $93 million. A generational entry that maybe we missed, or maybe the war will start again today. Who knows? Let's get over to Polymarket. So Polymarket has a lot going on. Let's find Polymarket nears a $200 million fundraising with valuation over $1 billion. And like I said in the intro, Pump.Fund is apparently going to try and raise $1 billion publicly with a public sale. Probably a lot of private rounds have gone on at a $4 billion valuation. Okay. So this is where you have to decide as a user, what do you think has more real world utility? I know which one has more users and volume, but which one has more real world utility? Pump.Fund, which has completely defined the genre of token launch pads, but really is so niche to crypto, to the CT world. Like most people outside, they don't know, they don't want to participate in that. It's not like NFTs where they're like cute photos and like, maybe I want to spend, $30,000 on a cute photo. Pump.Fund is a place where you get absolutely annihilated. And a lot of people say has been a cancer on the space. So they're going to try and value themselves at $4 billion. Apparently on pre-market, Pump.Fund is $6 billion. So Polymarket, which has some really beautiful recent data that I'll show you in a minute, but also has so much real world utility, has basically started to redefine what betting is, has real world questions like who's going to win the next, why do people bet on the next New York mayor? Is it really that big of a thing? But lets people all over the world bet up to $5 million of volume on whether the Fordal nuclear facility has been destroyed before July. Beautiful, beautiful things you can bet on, but also lets people bet on sports and crypto and tech and a lot of other beautiful cultural things. And has been nothing, and has recently partnered with Twitter, with X, to integrate. So you can go to these bets and it'll actually tell you, I don't know if anybody's noticed this yet, but it'll actually tell you somewhere in here, Grok is going to give you a breakdown. Or at least I saw that the other day. Where's the Grok breakdown? There we go. You can get a market context summary from Grok, from Twitter's own, from X's own AI agent. It'll pull a bunch of things that people have told you online or have said on Twitter about the bet. So you can do that. So which of these two companies do you think should have a higher valuation? Polymarket or Pump.fun? In my opinion, it's obviously Polymarket. And let's look at some super bullish tweets about it. So monthly trading volume on Polymarket has been up only since February. A lot of people thought Polymarket would be totally dead after the election, thought it was only a place where you could bet on the election and that it would be dead after that, but wrong. In May, Polymarket saw 290,000 unique trader addresses, and the website saw 16 million visitors. So 2% of the visitors are using it for trading. A lot of people are probably just poly curious. Anyways, so after seeing this huge blow off top of volume during the election, a bit of a winter lull, but now starting to come back. So Polymarket actually showing a lot of life. From this guy, we're in the golden era of prediction markets. 7 months past the election, Polymarket TVL and volume are sitting way above their levels from a year ago. Why? Polymarket sits at the intersection of two trends: financialization of everything and a desire for data-driven truth. So a lot of money sitting on Polymarket. Let's look at other takes also from Token Terminal. In May, Polymarket facilitated over $1 billion in trading volume across all those addresses. So that's the exact same thing they just wrote. In that lifetime, it's done $14 billion of volume. And naturally, people are saying that there's going to be a mega airdrop for this. It's been hinted for over a year. So if you've been a fan of the show, if you follow the show, we've covered Polymarket bets many times. We went 5, 5, 4, 5 on NBA Finals bets. We went 0 for $1 million on war bets. So we're going to stick to sports for now or try and find some other stuff. But all I can say is Polymarket is something you should absolutely be looking at. If we go over to what's popular, so on Kaido, you can actually see mindshare for pre-TGE projects. So for projects that do not have a token yet. And to me, on the 30-day, look, Polymarket is tucked away all the way down here, all the way below Humanity, which nobody's ever heard of, Monad, which is a total scam, all this other Fartcaster, all this crap. You go on the 3-month chart, it's still like 10th or something like that. If you go to the 1-year chart, let's see where Polymarket's at. And this is a ranking of like the noise for these projects, okay? Like how much people talk about them. Okay, Kaido not working when we needed to. Thanks, Kaido. Great work, Kaido. You're doing great. Okay, let's go. On the 6-month, it's still 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th. And this is, to be fair, a lot of these projects are incentivizing people talking about them. Okay, so it's not necessarily an accurate reading, but I do think you can even see its own little chart right here. Let's go look at it. That it had a lot of noise around the election and now is still just a little blip. I would expect this chart to go absolutely off the chart sometime very soon. The total mind share is only right now about 5% and was at almost 50% around the election day. Not surprising, American election, of course, not Canadian election. Anyways, Polymarket, undervalued, underused. All those unique addresses, not that many of them are actually spending time on it. I need a Polymarket strategy. Okay. I need a Polymarket volume strategy where I go and spend a ton of time on Polymarket every single day because I desperately want to get on the airdrop. And also I think it's a wonderful product. I think Polymarket is awesome. Honestly, this is you're a better, you like betting on weird things. This has been the thing for me for a long time. And I think there's some really easy ways to make money. All right, that's a long segment about Polymarket. Let's get to things that are happening today in the trenches. So I've been using this dashboard. If you want a little tip, it's free on Moby Screener. They have a paid product as well, but basically it shows you what whales are buying. So I realize I have never shared this on the show, but if you go over to Moby Screener and you just literally just go to the main Moby Screener tab and you filter by trending or last like 4 hours or something like that. You can basically scroll over and see the net inflows for all these different tokens. And this is based on whales. I'm not sure exactly how they define a whale. They tell you how many whales are getting in on it. And then it also gives you the volume and net flow of tokens, which to me is kind of a useless stat when every token has a different tokenomics. But this to me is something very useful, especially in times like right now where you're wondering, hey, is my token going to go up? Is it going to go down? At least in this case, you can see the net inflow from whales. So we can see some tokens we've talked about on the show, like House, not doing super well, despite having a really positive net inflow. Launch Coin or what's the net inflow from whales in the last 24 hours? $96,000. So not a bad little bump from whales there. And Chill House, which I wish we'd chilled more on the show, doing well at $16 million, but also seeing even more inflow in the last 24 hours in launch coins. So something very useful. This is something I kind of check out every morning to see what's new, what's going on. Anyways, this isn't about that. This is actually a virtuals launch. So WachXBT. So this is a bit of a technical one. This is going to be a really hot one. Okay, so it's only an hour or 2 hours old, and it's already at 300% oversubscribed. This is the big one that I think a lot of people have been waiting for. I don't think there have been many big ones since Iris, which crashed, rebounded, but did crash. All virtuals tokens, by the way, are doing incredibly well today. Let's pull up their charts just for how virtuals is doing. So let's go to Whale Intel. Also a free tool, although you can pay for it. Virtual. So let's look at these 24-hour numbers on all these virtuals tokens. And these are the virtuals leaders, but look at that. 28, like everything's above 10%. 33% on Axelrod, the leading Genesis token, 33% on Iris. So virtual is seeing a really, really nice bounce back right now, especially for Genesis projects, but for projects across the board. And that's mainly for a few reasons. One, still a great program, still a great place to go and park your money and try and farm the points and get in on the launches. But also, Virtuals is coming out with ACP. So ACP is their, what's it called? What's the actual term for it? ACP, Agent Commerce Protocol. So basically, this is a lot of technical stuff, but they're going to have a few different agents working together in your favor. Basically, they're developing a protocol where agents can chat with each other and do different things with each other. And they've already announced what some of those agents will be. And one of them is the agent launching today. So Wach, which will be live. Stupid website. Which will be live tomorrow morning when we're doing the show. I believe it should go live just before. Is one of those, and this is basically like a security bodyguard layer of those agents. So ACP is going to have all these different agents working together, and you can plug in your money and plug in whatever you want, and they're going to do these things for you. What Wach is going to do is basically access, I guess, like the code or the transactions of all these agents and be kind of like a backroom layer, making sure that they are doing what they are intended to do, right? Because running an AI agent is not very simple. You have to trust that the agent is going to do all these things on its own. So Wach is going to be basically this extra layer of verification every time any of these agents do some kind of trade or perform their duties. I believe that it's already been running, it's already been tested, and it has like a 99.6 or something like that accuracy rate. So it's actually running, like doing a good job. I think one of the biggest issues that people know with agents is that sometimes they run amok. Sometimes it starts doing things that you didn't intend it to do. So Wach is intending to fix that within the Agent Commerce Protocol, if that's what it's called. I'm never going to get that one. Agent Commerce Protocol. It's the only one today. It's the only one. I don't know anything about these upcoming launches. So if you do have virtuals points, get in on that. I never shared my what's it called? Kosher Capital strategy for farming points. I'm not sure if it really works yet. I still think your best bet, if you're still late to virtuals, I don't think we're quite too late just yet. Your best bet is to buy virtuals or Vader, lock them, and then tweet about them. Even if it only gets 1 or 2 likes, you can tag me in the tweets. I'll like yours. I'll retweet it, whatever. But I think that's still your best bet. So that's Wach. And just to round out the show, I do want to touch on the latest InfoFi thing that I honestly don't understand the appeal, but I think it's worth paying attention to. This blew up over the weekend. I took the weekend off. I had other priorities, let's say, but it's called Xeet. I don't even know how you call it. But basically, it's a new social fi thing, and they had a very short boost period where you had to share each other's links. You had to click on each other's links and boost, and everybody was talking about it. Now it's gone completely quiet. It's built by a dude named Pons that I've never heard of, but everybody claims was a big deal in the last bull run of NFTs, which I don't know. I don't want to follow you. Anyways, they have a Twitter account with 80,000 followers, and basically a lot of info about what they are, but basically what Xeet is trying to do is parse through signal versus noise, right? Because you know that with InfoFi, with Kaido, with all these campaigns, it's a lot of bullshit. People just making noise. Like I said, with Vader and virtuals, you should be tweeting random stuff about it. A lot of people making noise, not a lot of actual parsing through the content to understand what's going on. So Xeet is basically looking to do that. How they're trying to do that, I'm not exactly sure. They had their phase one, which was just everybody tweet about it, everybody share your links, and that's the only thing they did to start. But clearly, there's going to be a lot more coming. Their model, which I haven't really explained, is to be some kind of sustainable model where businesses and creators can properly, I guess, have like a flywheel their fans. Honestly, I don't really, it's a lot of kind of like fluff at this point. I think this thing's mainly riding on the reputation of Ponce, who's the guy who created it, who's a guy, again, I've never heard of, but clearly 368 people that I follow have. So if you want to get involved, it's free to sign up. It's on Abstract, which I don't like. I'm very bearish on Abstract these days. But I have 0 points. Good for me. If you're interested, it's free. You can use my I don't even know. It's not even a referral code. You just open this link and boost it. I still don't really understand how it works. But if you do sign up for Xeet, tag me in a tweet or DM me your link so I can boost you and you can boost me. And fuck, man, who knows? I do wish this stuff would kind of die off. I'm gonna be honest with you. Anyways, that's it for today. Subscribe to YouTube, and I'll see you tomorrow right back here on